Good morning, Windsor High.
Today is November 2nd, 2020.
I'm Landon Reese.
I'm Mookie Wells.
I'm Brian.
This is your Halloween hangover issue of the Bulletin.
And this is your Windsor High School Video Bulletin. Just like all Jaguar sports teams, the cross-country team has been hard at work waiting for the season to convene. Here's the move.
I mean, like academics, athletics has been really up in the air. Cross-country is no different.
Well, I know the season's officially been pushed back, and the real start of team training has also been pushed back.
We started out with a great summer session like we normally do. We did 10 weeks of training to gear us up for what would be our competitive season.
A lot of us ran 400 miles over the summer. So that was nice as we kind of got to get out and see each other. And basically everyone was improving really well. That's why it was kind of disappointing to lose that momentum.
The other good thing that we have going for us is that it's something that our student athletes can do on their own. It's easy to say, hey, go out and get a run in. You lose a lot of the camaraderie that comes with a sport. And there's a reason a lot of our runners do it. It's for the team aspect.
It was just good to have that sort of energy around me, just more people to hang out with and talk with and warm up with. But now that COVID started, I'm kind of totally on my own. I'm essentially carrying on with training how it would if there was a normal season, and then I'm going to restart to match up with the new place where the season would be.
I live up in Cloverdale, so I haven't been connecting with members a lot to go on runs. So I'm just kind of doing individual training, but I am hoping that we could start up some team training soon because I want to connect back with some friends on the team.
And we did see that we can get up to that level through our own force of will. We can get there again when we get back into the season.
The following colleges will be visiting Windsor High School this week. Portland State University on Monday, November 2nd at 9:30 a.m. Western Oregon University Tuesday, November 3rd at 9:30 a.m. Unity College Wednesday, November 4th at 9:30 a.m. and the University of East London Friday, November 6th at 9:30 a.m.
Vineyard Academy and Nueva are collaborating to cook and sell chicken ramen dinners for pickup this Friday, November 6th between 4 and 7 p.m. Reservations can still be made through brown paper tickets at the link below. All proceeds will go to supporting Windsor students in need during distant learning.
Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, was celebrated this last weekend. Here's more.
El Dia de los Muertos is very important to me and our family because it's the day that we recognize all of our family members that have passed away.
For Dia de los Muertos, I feel like it's a very unique but very happy holiday. I like it a lot. It shows a lot of bright colors, and even though it says Day of the Dead, it really represents more life and how we miss the ones we loved.
I think it's interesting how for the altars they have to decorate it with flowers and photos and also things that the dead loved one loved. If they sports, then they can put an item of the sport or something.
Something interesting that not that many people know is that this holiday was formed in very different ways from way back in the Aztec days. In the Aztec days, they would worship the god of death, La Muerte, and the food. Nowadays, you would offer the food to those who passed away. But back in the day, you would offer the food to La Muerte in order to at least feel the presence of your loved ones that passed away.
Well, the favorite part about this holiday is the food and time you get to spend with your family.
I do celebrate it with my family, and we didn't really have to make a big ofrenda because my uncles and aunts also make their own ofrenda, so we usually go to their house. But because of this year and how COVID's affecting us, this year we made our own ofrenda here, and it has all my uncles and grandpas that sadly passed away, but we put all their food in there, and it looks very beautiful. I'm proud of it.
Seniors, mark your calendars now. The SRJC senior presentation is Wednesday, November 18th, beginning at 1 p.m. An application workshop for all students will be held November 19th at 2 p.m. High school dual enrollment forms are due to your counselor by Friday, November 20th.
Cash for College is Wednesday, November 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. Windsor High is hosting a virtual FAFSA/CADAA information and application workshop. Check out the Windsor High School College and Career website for the documents you will need this year and the Zoom meeting links.
We Jags are stuck at home with few directions around the kitchen. Here's an idea from the Video Bulletin staff.
Hello Windsor High School, I'm Landon Reese and I'm introducing to you today a new segment that we are calling Cooking at Home, where we're teaching you how to make quick and easy meals at home. Today we're going to be teaching you how to make the meal One Pot Wonder, well at least one of the variations of it. To make One Pot Wonder, you'll need a 12-ounce box of pasta, a tomato, an onion, 1 to 4 cloves of garlic, depending on how much you like it, a half tablespoon of red pepper flake, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, 1 sprig of basil, 4.5 cups of vegetable broth, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Along with that, you can add salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Now, before we get to cooking anything in a pot, we need to make sure we dice up our onion, tomato, basil, and garlic. Alright, now we have all our vegetables chopped up and put into one bowl. Next things up, we're going to put the pasta in the pot along with the vegetables. Alright, now we're going to take 4.5 cups of vegetable broth, put it in the pot with it. Alrighty, so after you've put in your vegetables, your pasta, and all your toppings, you need to leave it in there for 20 minutes to let it boil, and it should look something like this.
Nueva presented its first show this year, this last weekend, in a unique distance format. Here are some of the highlights.
I mean, in normal productions, we'd be able to like see each other all the time and see how each other's pieces are coming along and stuff like that. And with this production so far, we have monologues, so we're not interacting with other actors.
We each wrote more than 2 stories. I think we each wrote 3 initially, and then we reduced down. So the 2 that I ended up with are Wendigos and The Rumbling.
For my 2 stories, I have What Happened That Night and The Starlight Circus. And for What Happened That Night, that was just kind of inspired by like alien abduction stories that people have, because the story is about a woman recounting an alien abduction that happened when she was much younger.
What we tried to do for the designs was that we tried to go for a sort of grindhouse aesthetic, something very old style, very 70s, very textured.
I have a special experience because I got to actually be a writer for the show. So it's also seeing like these people take the story that I wrote and make it something so unique and so different and so them, while still keeping true to the actual story.
Last Friday, the first virtual rally was held for Windsor High students. Here were some highlights.
Gonna be a junior. Working on some skills here, dribbling, follow up strong layups.
My hand looking like a flexing. All this cash on the floor, I can't even.
We are your ASB Rally Commissioners. Welcome everyone to our first virtual rally. We just like to thank everyone in advance for watching.
It's sweaty and gross. Well, I wouldn't say great.
What are you looking forward to most this season?
I'm meeting new people to have fun.
That's it for this week.
Just 5 weeks of class until finals.
And get in a good roll with your classes.
And we'll see you next week.
Ooh,